Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today is the 22nd of January and it's day 24 out of day 90 of this journey to writing my first book. And yeah, we are chugging along. So today's Wednesday, and usually I work on Wednesdays, but this week my school is closed because the town is celebrating their patron saint's birthday. And from my limited understanding of the festivities, this is a tradition in most towns in Valencia. I'm not sure for the rest of Spain, I've only lived in Valencia, but each town has their own patron saint, sometimes more than one patron saint, and each town has different traditions for their festivities. This week I have so yesterday I was off and today I'm off as well. And I've actually been pretty productive this week. Monday after work, I wrote a scene, and then yesterday, I wrote 3 scenes, which I'm pleased about. And the plan is to write 3 more scenes today. I plan on writing scene 23, 24, and 25. And scene 25 is actually the midpoint of my story. I outlined about 50 scenes, so I'm honestly like I'm shocked that we're this far into the story, and it's only January. Like I think when I was like planning out like the how long this would take me, I don't think I expected myself to reach the midpoint until like maybe mid-February. So this is really exciting for me. Yeah, I'm really pleased at my progress on this book. So like I mentioned, scene 25 is the midpoint, so scene 23 and 24 are like building up to the kind of the face off between the bad guy and the protagonist and her group of friends. So yeah, lots of action happening. There's some romantic developments as well. So yeah, these next few scenes I feel like are going to be fun to write. So I'm excited to get into that. I'm outside because the weather is just like so beautiful today, and I just wanted to be outside for a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna chill outside for a little bit, and then I'll check in once I start writing again. All right, I'll see you later. Oh, sorry, before I go, one more thing. I wanted to show you the books I got from the library. So one of my goals this year is to, besides writing this book, is to improve my Spanish. I would say I'm like at a B1 level, which is like lower intermediate. I can navigate day to day in Spanish, but certain, like, my grammar is like basura. It's terrible. So I definitely want to improve on that. Like I don't know, I feel like it's hard when like you know what you want to say in your language and you know how to articulate your thoughts in your language, and then to have like a more limited vocabulary in another language. It's just, sometimes I find myself so frustrated with like trying to get across what I want to say, and like also like get across my personality and my humor in Spanish. I feel like sometimes it falls flat, and I don't have it kind of impedes my ability to have like engaging conversations with people who are like native speakers. Luckily I'm surrounded by people who do like speak English in some capacity, so they can kind of help me along when I like don't know a word or don't know how to articulate well what I want to say. But that's something I definitely want to improve upon. My goal is to be B2, which is upper intermediate, by the end of this year. So that's my goal. And to that end, I want to read more in Spanish. My goal is to read at least one book a month in Spanish. I know I read much slower in Spanish, so I just, one book I feel like is a good goal. And it's already like the 22nd of January, and I've read 0 books in Spanish. So I went to the library this morning to like encourage myself to like, I feel like if I have physical books in hand, then I'll be more encouraged to read. I got 2 books from the library. I got this one and then this one. Okay, so the first story I got is called Algo Más que Sexo Invierno. It's by Nando Lopez. This is the cover. And it's about 3 siblings who are in 4th of ESO. And 4th of ESO is, so in Spain, after elementary school, which is primario, they go straight into secundario, which starts, I believe, at like 12 to 16 years old, and which is the age group that I teach. And 4th of ESO would be the 16-year-olds. And then after 4th of ESO, they have the option to do like vocational school, or they can do bachillerato, which is for the students who want to go to college. My school also has bachillerato as well, so I teach a bit of bachillerato as well. Anyways, so I thought it'd be cool to read a YA story set in a Spanish high school. And the second book I have is called La Agri Dolce Vita by Quan Zhu. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name. But this is the cover. It's so pretty. Both covers are beautiful, and I feel like that's probably what attracted me to them in the first place. The story is about the author, who is of Chinese origin and who grew up in Andalusia in the south of Spain. And it follows her on her what she calls her like nomadic year, where she leaves Spain and she travels to the US, Colombia, Costa Rica. Islandia is, I think, Iceland, Scotia, Scotland, and Italy. And she, in the process, kind of discovers more about herself and her identity. And this is an interesting read for me as someone who's living abroad, and also as someone whose parents migrated to the US. And I find myself drawn to migration stories, and stories about identity making definitely intrigue me. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. Yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts on the both of them when I finish reading them. All right, bye for this time. I'll see you once I start writing. Okay.
I change your pace from what you know.
All right, so I just finished scene 23. Yeah, so yeah, that was a fun scene to write. Lots of action is happening. I will say though that I wrote down something I need to improve on in the next draft is that the fight scenes, they can be better. They can be a lot better. The thing is, I don't like really watch like I feel like when I watch action movies, I like skip ahead or I like don't pay attention to the fight scenes. The same goes for reading like fight scenes. I don't like seeing humans be violent to other humans, so I feel like that shows in my writing. It's very basic. I definitely need to like improve upon it in the next draft. And so yeah, I feel like the way I feel like I'm going to go about it is I want to start paying more attention to like the books I'm reading, like the fight scenes in the books I'm reading, to kind of see the language that they're using and how they're describing fight scenes. And I probably watch a couple of action movies, even though I just really dislike I just like seeing violence, but like for the sake of the art, we'll make this compromise. And this is not the only scene with fight scenes. This is like a recurring issue, so I know this is something I need to definitely address in the next draft. Yeah, so that's scene 23. We're done with that, and I'm going to take a break actually before heading into scene 24. My food has arrived and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna take a break and eat. I'm at Festinad, which is like a pizza place, but it's like a pizza place with a twist. They do like surprise pizzas, so you can order vegetarian, vegan, or meat lover, but they ultimately they decide what toppings they'll put on the pizza. And I got one vegetarian and one meat lover. So I'm gonna eat my food and then I'll come back in my scene 24. All right, I'll update you after I finish writing scene 24 to let you know how that goes. This is the meat lovers. It has the white onion, purple onion, sweet potato, and sausages. And this is the vegetarian one. And this is the vegetarian one. It has, let's see, this is okra, mushrooms, zucchini, and yeah, I think that's all, and some olives maybe. But definitely I see okra, mushrooms, and zucchini. Okay, that's alright. I prefer the meat lovers one. This is better. But this is still good too. Meat lovers, I give 10 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Take a break and let it go. What's the loss? I think you should make it up. I know you want to. I know you want to. Yeah. What's the loss? I think you should make it up. I know you want to. I know you want to. Yeah. I just finished scene 24. That was pretty fun to write. It's a scene where the protagonist and her love interest have a moment to check in with each other, and yeah, I like this scene. This is a good scene. I'm feeling good about going into scene 25. I'm actually pretty excited to write it. It's the midpoint scene. It's a pretty big scene. So yeah, I'm going to keep chugging along, and I'll check back in at the end of scene 25 to let you know how today's writing session. All right.
He plays a game that'll make you stay. He sells out to keep his love that way. I know letting go ain't that easy. Out of sight and out of mind. I know when I see false direction. So take your time and follow mine. What's the loss? I think you should break it off. I know you want to. I know you want to. Yeah. What's the loss? I think you should break it off. I know you want to. I know you want to. Yeah. What's the loss? I think you should break it off. I know you want to. I know you want to. Yeah. What's the loss? I think you should break it off. I know you want to. I know you want to.
All right, so I finished scene 25 and I'm super proud of myself. Like, just to think that less than a month ago that this was just an idea in my head, and now it's like taking form and taking shape, and yeah, and I'm really enjoying this process. I'm really enjoying how the plot is unfolding. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. Yeah, I'm super proud of myself for just, you know, showing up and going after what I want. And yeah, I will say that for draft 2, I definitely need to I mentioned earlier, like, work on the fight scenes, but also like description, like setting, like physical description. There's like a couple of different new settings in these 3 scenes, the 3 scenes that I wrote today, and I don't think I described any of it at all. I don't think I described what they're wearing. Apparently they're naked in these scenes. I don't know. They don't have any hair in these scenes. So yeah, I definitely need to go back and like actually describe yeah, the setting, the physical description, things like that. Also, I noticed that the scenes I wrote today were much shorter. Also, yesterday, the scenes I wrote were closer to 500, 600 words than my usual 1,000. I'm not sure if it's because I wrote 3 scenes rather than the usual 1 or 2 scenes I write a day. That's something I'll keep in mind going into next week. I think I'll stick to 2 scenes. I'm like not in a hurry to get this, like, to finish the book. I gave myself plenty of time to finish. So yeah, if it means for the sake of quality, like taking it a little bit slower, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I like the scenes. The thing is, the scenes don't feel like short to me. Like, after writing them, I felt like those were natural stopping points in the scenes. But also, I like I said, I need to go back and fill in like things like settings. So I think that will definitely make the scenes a bit longer. So yeah, that's just something I'll have to keep in mind for when I'm drafting the second draft. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm at the beach. The beach is only a few blocks away from the pizza place I was working at. It's like last week the weather was in the 30s, but this week today it just all of a sudden today for some reason it's in the 60s, like the upper 60s, and my Florida heart is beaming right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving the weather, and I brought a book and some snacks, and I'm just going to sit here and just enjoy the nice weather. I'll probably stay until the sun sets. Yeah, this was a good writing session. Yeah, I don't think I have any more thoughts to add to that. I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.